What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Dodger Heads. My name is Jeff Spiegel, joined today by Dodgers prospect Ryan. River, thank you for the time. Welcome to Oklahoma City. I know you've been here for a few weeks, but how's it feel to be up at the AAA level?
Yeah, it's great. I think it's really fun being able to play against a lot of former big leaguers and guys that are most likely going to be in the big leagues and have a lot of big league teammates. It's a great time. Learn a lot from them.
One of my favorite things before I get to chat with someone is to hear a little bit about their story, read into them a little. So your background, you were a two-way player in college, 11th round pick of the Padres. Your rookie season, you played 12 games exclusively as a hitter.
Yeah.
You hit 308. Then you're traded to the Dodgers, and they're like, hey, we're going to have you pitch. What was that conversation like? How was it received?
Yeah. When I got traded, I walked over to, it was only a 15-minute ride down the road to Camelback from Peoria, but I walked into Donnie Alexander's office, chatted up with him a little bit, and I was like, so are you going to do the hitting thing as well? And he's like, nope, we're just going to pitch. And I said, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that was it.
At that point in your career, like, if somebody had asked you, hey, which is your best pathway, would you have guessed pitching or hitting?
And most likely, obviously there's a lot faster path to being in the big leagues as a pitcher.
Yeah.
It takes a little longer as a hitter, but I had full confidence in myself to be able to make it to the big leagues as a hitter, but unfortunately that got taken out of my hands, so now we're here pitching.
How often does it come up with guys where you tell them that you were over a 300 career hitter in the minor leagues?
I don't really talk to them at all about it. I don't talk anything about me being a hitter in professional ball unless I'm asked about it. If they come up to me like, you were a hitter, you were a two-way, I was like, yeah, I did okay.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. That's the extent of the conversation.
Yeah. One of the things about you is you've started to pop up on these prospect lists. And I know for a lot of you guys, that's not something you're super interested in, not something you pay attention to. Are there people in your life that text you and say like, hey, did you see where this comes up? Or do they kind of know your deal is just eyes forward, focus on what's in front of you?
Yeah, some friends would text me and be like, yo, like you're moving up the prospect rankings. I'm like, that's great, man. Just the ultimate goal is trying to get to the big leagues and help win a World Series. That's definitely the ultimate goal. So I don't try to read into any of the media stuff at all. I just try to focus on what I got to do each and every day, and hopefully I can make it to the big leagues relatively soon and help win the championship.
Yeah, and what are the things you're working on now? Like, what are the pieces of your game that you're like, if I could tweak this or up this, then that's how I sort of level this thing up?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess the biggest part of my arsenal right now is just trying to throw strikes, command the left side of the plate. Once I can do that, everything else falls into place pretty easy. I don't really have to worry about stuff moving or metrics. It's all usually relatively the same every outing. I just got to focus on trying to execute on the outer half of the plate, and everything else falls into place. I can pretty much put it wherever I want. So that's the main focus right now.
Love it. Obviously, this season didn't start the way you wanted. You start on the injured list. You've been back for 3 or 4 weeks now since the beginning of June. How's the shoulder feeling as you kind of ramp up the pitch count and the innings limit?
Yeah, it's feeling great. One thing I've noticed is when I try to throw extremely hard, I may not feel the best the next day. So we definitely try to cruise mid to high 90s and try to elongate the outing, you know, and I tend to feel much better the next day, but shoulders holding up well, feel great, getting stronger every day.
Good. 4 appearances since coming back. Last time out, your longest. 1 hit, 4 strikeouts in 3 innings, 9 straight batters retired. By far your best outing at the AAA level. Like, does that impact your confidence? I mean, I know it's 1 outing, I know it's 3 innings, but like, does that give you more of a sense of belief of like, hey, I belong here, I can do this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think I wouldn't look into too much of the stuff not being good enough. It's just if I can execute, like I said, the left side of the plate, everything else falls into place. And I was able to do that my last outing, and it worked out really well for me. So that's definitely the plan. Just continue to work on that. Work on it in my bullpens. Try to work on it in catch play, hit the left half of the body. That's the game plan right now.
Love it. Last question. I chatted with Rob Hill a couple weeks ago, minor league pitching coordinator. He described you as arguably the best athlete in the organization. I think a lot of baseball fans probably don't think of being a pitcher as like a supremely athletic. Obviously, it involves athleticism, but how would you describe to someone what being a good athlete, how does that help you as a pitcher?
Just being able to, I guess the biggest thing for me is, I played a position my entire life, and when I was in college, it was pretty much just, here's the ball, get on the mound and throw.
Yeah.
And then trying to translate that over to the pitching side, I really try to take a lot of the things that I would do from shortstop and put it on the mound. Like, be quick, don't try to slow down, fast arm action.
Yeah.
That's That's really it. It definitely helps playing position your whole life and then trying to transition to the mound. It's a lot easier to do that than going the opposite way.
Yeah. I love it. Well, River, best of luck with everything, and we hope to see you up at the major level soon. Yeah.
Appreciate it.